This is a Bro Soup podcast.
Made with real bros.
You're listening to Not So Super Dungeon Bros.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Not So Super Dungeon Bros Season 3 Bromanji.
Bro.
Jeez.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
That's better.
There we go.
Yeah, see, that's another thing that when we fix this audio, it'll fix it. Sorry.
Yeah, a peek behind the curtain. I am your Dungeon Dud Master Max. As always, with me are the Dungeon Duds. Say hi, Dungeon Duds.
Hi. Hello.
I once again don't have a clever intro because Jackson writes them all for me, and he didn't do that this time. So,
douchebag.
Yeah, who likes that guy? Who invited him?
Yeah.
Honestly, Thad.
Oh.
So he invited him and then left when he started coming back. Okay, makes sense.
Yep. Thad was like, I can't deal with that, dude. You guys are stuck with him.
All
Deuces.
coming together.
Speaking of that, his new baby is freaking cute as can be.
Yeah,
she's all right.
Cool.
Sorry. Side note.
Oh, jealous much?
Meh. Kids are are an awkward topic in my household at the moment. So
clearly,
you're an awkward topic.
He didn't get Thad's face or nose because she's cute.
Damn, that's fucked.
Hey,
yeah,
we don't know.
We can count out the features of Thad.
0.
Oh no,
I'm scared for her nose.
Oh, that's guaranteed. She'll be really short. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Both
of her
true. They're both
short.
Watch her be like 6'8", just out of nowhere.
She's gonna be in the WNBA.
Oh my gosh,
tallest person in there. Jake, do you have a fun question for us?
No,
that's a no.
All right, cool. Let's jump straight to a recap. We're on a roll tonight.
Yeah. I didn't hear whether or not people enjoyed them.
Again,
so
RJay, that was terrible. Oh god.
Oh goodness gracious! All right, here's a recap. Last we left off, we found the party roaming the streets of Whalegate looking for quests to complete. They quickly decided to investigate what happened to Jeffrey, and discovered the two local gangs, the Cobalt Crows and the Brass Eagles, were involved. RJay, with his incredibly high skill levels, infiltrated the Cobalt Crows after luring two members into an alley and scaring them into giving the party their clothes. And one of them practically begging for him to put a collar on him.
It was 3 members.
Oh, was it 3? My apologies. Yep. He then quickly... I know, I'm a terrible DM. He then quickly convinced them to march on the Brass Eagles and wipe them out. Meanwhile, Jake, Derek, and Billy, with Jackson on his back, get into the Crows' base and discover there to be some kind of demon connection with the Crows. It is then revealed to RJay that the Crows themselves are demons and the Eagles are devils. A large battle ensues, killing almost all the gang members when mysteriously the Golden Loaf, the Brass Eagles' base, catches fire, killing Jeffrey inside. And that's where we are now.
Oh my god.
Exactly. So we are now standing in front of the Golden Loaf. It's very brightly ablaze as the last 2 gang members kneel before RJay, essentially begging for their lives before he inevitably strikes them down. RJay, what would you like to do?
I would like to murder them in cold blood. I would like them to beg me. I'd like to fuzzy handcuff their arms behind their back and then run them through with my short sword.
Wow.
No
what was the point of the cuffs?
Implied.
I mean, it might not have been implied, but you may not have meant to imply it, but it was implied.
Yeah. I'd like to run one through my short sword while I stab the other one with my other short sword.
Which one of those is actually your dick?
Well, one of them's a +1 and the other ones are not. So you get creative.
Oh
my god.
That's confusing because is that the sound of a man being stabbed with a sword?
Or with a sword.
Or they're checking on my dick.
All right, this is the sword one, okay? And this is what RJ going to pound down.
Oh my God.
Horrible.
The new soundboard is a blessing and a curse. Okay, RJ, roll. It's a double. Yes, exactly. RJ, roll 2 attacks for me.
That's a 14 and a 16.
Those will hit. What do we got for damage?
12, or I guess do I get sneak attack? I feel like I should.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
So 12 for the first one,
Right
and 19 for the second one.
Yeah, you managed to stab through the first one, and it impales him, but it doesn't immediately kill him. And so, as you stab through the second, your sword goes through, and the tip of it gets into the other guy, finishing them both off at the same time.
Do I get finished off also, or just them?
You tell me.
Probably just them. It
right.
didn't last very long.
If you want to roll a con save to see if you finish or not, you can.
I don't get bonuses on saves.
Well, you are a normal man, so.
But that is a 17, so.
So you tell me if you finish or not. Oh gosh, I
the
hate this.
17 I probably finished.
That's good.
All
RJ,
over their dead bodies.
RJ now has to clean himself up, and not of the blood of his enemies.
I would like to say I get cleaned up right before those two come around the corner, or those 4.
We come around the corner. I look at the burning Billy. Go, RJ, what did you do?
I don't know exactly what happened, but Jeffrey's dead.
Billy Squirrelito, being the honest man he is, he goes, "What do you mean? What did he do? You the one that lit it on fire."
Squirrelito, Billy, shut up. Hey, Billy, come here.
Yes.
When I tell a lie, you are not to reveal that I'm lying.
Understood.
All right.
Recalculating.
Good boy. Good boy.
He's a GPS now.
And I pat him on his cheek. Good boy.
I am adorable.
Yep.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a baby.
Okay.
Wearing full plate armor. With the soul of a
I give him a
47-year-old man inside. He gladly takes it. So you have a burning building behind you, and the bodies of gang members strewn across the street in front of you, and all around you. What is your move next?
Just like after every quest, I open the start menu to see what quests are nearby.
You open the menu, and you see there is still the matter of the mine workers with the mysterious disease, as well as the previous quests that you found in Crowbrook before coming over to Whalegate. But as you're kind of scrolling through, you all... Can everyone other than RJ? I'm assuming not everybody's in the quest menu at the moment.
Correct.
If you guys could give me perception checks real quick.
My perception's super high.
Yeah, but you're paying attention to something else.
Yeah, but I still got passive perception at 23.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Pardon
Jake, you as you're looking around at the flame blazing and the bodies all along the road in front of you, you notice all of a sudden the flames stop moving, and the NPCs running around the street also stop moving. And you all hear in your heads, Well, you guys are really making a mess of this place, aren't you? And RJay, you see in the bottom of your screen where the chat box is, because we somehow established that you guys can chat with each other. It says Lark Muckerberg 69 has joined the chat.
Oh my god.
I immediately cover up my level.
Yeah.
So we can't see it.
With what? With your hand?
Hacking into the system.
You just see his hand covering a portion, like trying to cover where on his screen it's showing.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. So I get out of the start menu, so it's not showing my level anymore.
Lark Muckerberg 69. Sorry, XX Lark Muckerberg 69XX. Just says I can still see what you've been doing. I can still. Okay. Anyway.
I really blame this all on you. I mean, if you hadn't screwed us over and got us stuck in this game, none of this would happen.
Yeah, well, if they wouldn't have stolen my game, then none of this would happen. So whose fault is it?
Yeah, but
really?
why do you have to screw over us for this?
Well, there has to be some sort of collateral damage if they're going to take me seriously.
So when you say you could see everything I was doing, was that like what I just got done doing, or like what my stats are?
No, I definitely saw you finish, yes.
Oh shit. He didn't see anything, guys.
Listen,
so if you are in the game and you die, do you die in real life? You do?
Probably.
Okay, come at me, bitch.
Okay.
Well,
I was wondering if you could come here for a second.
I'm not here. I'm just here. But you do realize that if I die, your chances... I mean, I'm trapping you in here. So
you die, we get out just fine.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works, considering I wrote the code to do that, so I don't know who would reverse it.
Can you grant us with access to the code then?
Not that deep, no.
I would like to hack the system to find his IP address.
Oh my god.
You can certainly
I would like to
try.
step away from Jake.
Everything's paused. You can't step away.
Shit. All right. Then I'm reaching in to get me some code, baby.
Oh my
Level
god.
20, here we come.
All right. Let's see here.
Beautiful. Double eights.
Double eight.
That's an 88.
That's 88 for those at home. That's how advantage works.
You go to reach out to start hacking the code, and he goes, I really wanted if I were you. You guys have fucked up a lot in this place, and I would highly encourage you to be a little more cautious for the next short while. As you can see around you, and you still see parts of the world are cyberpunk. And he continues, as you can see around you, the game has started falling apart and rebuilding itself incorrectly. So until I can get that fixed, I'm not telling you how to live your life. If you want to roll the dice, see what you're more than welcome to do that. But just understand that the risk to reward might not be as great as it has been.
So, quick question, two-part question here, my friend Jeffrey. Oh no, my friend Mark Muckerberg. What's your name again?
It's Lark Muckerberg.
Lark Muckerberg. My apologies. So, have you met our friend Billy?
I have. Yes, I am aware of Billy.
Okay. And like, are you a good guy or a bad guy? Would you be willing to do me a quick solid?
Ask what you're going to ask, and then I'll decide.
So I was just gonna ask if you would bring Jeffrey back so that we can complete the quest.
I love that sound so much.
Me
Sorry,
too.
that was a new soundbite I made.
You just hear. Okay. I can bring Jeffrey back so that you can have a completed quest. But
Thanks.
I need you to start doing something for me.
Leveling up faster?
Absolutely not. The fact that the game hasn't leveled to you specifically and Billy, I don't even know what's up with Billy. I've tried to fix him. Whatever you guys did to make him appear is even beyond what I can control. So you're stuck with him.
So
we're that
just
good.
so you know, when we did the code on that one, Billy leveled up to match my level, but we made him friendly. So it was just a little loophole. It's no big deal.
Well, whatever you guys did, I can't even change it. So you're stuck with him. You're damn lucky he is friendly, because otherwise y'all'd be right fucked up right now.
Right? It'd be like we were fighting a freaking T-Rex as level 3 characters. It'd be messed up.
Yeah, it's crazy how that sometimes happens, isn't it?
Well, I don't know anything about that.
So I can bring Jeffrey back. You can complete your quest here, but I need you guys to start heading towards the main quest line.
Is that the closest one? I'm kind of like the kind of gamer who just does the closest quest.
Well, it can be the closest quest. I can, after bringing Jeffrey back, I can go ahead and send you guys to the start of that quest so that you guys don't have to waste time trying to get there.
You guys cool with that? You see how I did that without hacking the code, Jake?
I mean, the code's getting hacked either way. It's just you're not doing it.
He makes a good point.
It's just the person who made the game doing it versus a bunch of chuckle fucks who
We call this a guaranteed 100% success rate.
Yes. All right. So once the game has been unpaused from the current situation we are in, Jeffrey will be back. Try to get him out of the burning building before he dies again, please. Can't you
just get him out of the building too?
Right.
What?
Can't you just make him back at like our feet, begging us for mercy?
Why would he?
Why is he begging us for mercy?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That.
People just seem to beg at my feet for mercy these days. I just assume that's what he would be doing. I just murdered 2 people. Don't you think he would be scared?
All right, I'm done with you. And you see the game around you continues moving once again. And as it does, the fire fully disappears, and standing up from a chair in the middle of the from the burnt remains and ashes of this building stands up Jeffrey, and the over your heads you see quest completed.
I look at my inventory to see my reward.
You look in your inventory to see a reward, and in the chat feature, you see XX Lark Muckerberg 69XX is typing ... Fuck off.
Well, that's
I
rude.
hacked the code. I'm just kidding.
Go for it. You can do
No,
it.
you can't joke that. Come on.
Roll the dice, RJay. Your luck has been
roll
good.
those
Let's
dice.
go for level 20. Give it a
Do
shot.
it. Do it.
Oh. Okay, what do I roll for the hack the code again? Intelligence?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
7.
He didn't
Unfortunately,
even open the code.
you aren't able to access the code at the moment. But you do
I don't
see.
know necessarily if that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that that's fair. You do see Jeffrey runs out of the burnt remains of this building and up to you and goes, "Thank you so much for saving me."
You're
Hey,
welcome,
how,
Jeffrey.
how come everybody knew what happened to you but didn't know where you were?
Thank you so much for saving me. And then immediately
I-
walks off.
And then I punch him in the
Jeffrey,
foot.
wait.
I read him
Where's
through
our
my short
reward,
sword.
Jeffrey?
You could search the remains for any gold that might have been in this building.
I'd like to search Jeffrey's body for any gold that might be in his pockets.
Are you guys murdering Jeffrey?
Nope.
I am
I'm
not
using sleight of
murdering
hand.
Jeffrey.
You're just gonna pickpocket.
So-
Yep.
All right, make a sleight of hand check.
That's a 23.
You very quickly access Jeffrey's inventory, and you find that he has a love letter from someone. Yes, exactly. A love letter signed at the bottom with just the seal of an eagle. And he has 5 gold as well.
I retrieve it all and his shoes.
Okay. He continues walking without even realizing he's lost his shoes.
Wait, what kind of shoes are they?
They're leather common folk shoes.
Nikes?
Boots of escaping.
They are Vans flip-flops.
They're potato sacks with a slab of wood at the bottom.
walking.
I don't know in what world you can walk on water with flip-flops, but it's not this one.
Virtual, baby. Virtual.
After
Hack the
that-
code, RJ, so you can walk on water.
Yeah, please, I beg you. After Jeffrey starts walking away, you all begin to notice each other. You start to glow, and immediately you are sent into the fast travel menu.
Oh,
The
damn,
world
I thought
around
we were
you.
leveling up.
Ha! Wouldn't you like that? You begin running in the completely white lit space
I
of
stop
the fast
running.
travel. Derek stops running and immediately drops into the ocean.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just kidding. But as soon as the menu finally settles, you find yourself in the dead center of Flatwick, and very quickly, you're above your heads on your screen says, "Checkpoint found, Flatwick," and you are now in
First try.
You are now in the capital of the country of Itora, and also where the king and queen live. If you remember from last time, you had attempted to find where the main quest line was within the code without actually trying to access the quest itself. You wanted to see kind of what you needed to be doing. And it had mentioned something about the king falling under a great illness, and the queen searching for anyone who could provide aid in curing this disease that has been spreading throughout the kingdom, and killing quite a lot of people.
I bet you it's syphilis.
It's gonorrhea, but that's just because they hold nightly royal orgies at the castle. So
It was called Itora, so I just assumed it was syphilis.
it's called Itora because I tore you a new one.
Literally.
Yes. So
Okay,
you
so should we go talk to
are-
the king?
Yeah, let's go talk to the king. Or actually the queen, probably, because the king's sick, and I don't want to catch whatever he's got.
you
Oh, I thought it was the
currently
other way.
no, it's the king that is sick and the queen that is well.
Yeah, listen,
Yeah.
dude. Jeez, can't you read what's
I try
scrolling
not.
across the screen?
I'm trying to write, all right?
Jeez Louise. You are currently in You can see within the mini map on your screens that you are currently in the Merchant's Village, which takes up a pretty large portion of this city, and it's kind of a bazaar meets a market meets a swap meet. It's like a combination of temporary tent stalls and carts with a number of permanent buildings strewn throughout. But everybody is selling something or buying something here, and it's massive, like miles and miles of trade taking place here. It butts up to the water as well, and so a lot of these tradespeople are coming from other parts of the world, other parts of the country, to sell their wares here, because this is kind of the largest trade center for the average person. If you when you were back in Whalegate, there were a lot of docks moving a lot of inventory of things, but those were, large shipments of specific things, whereas where you are now, it's anything you can think of. You've got stalls selling grilled meats, and you've got tents selling jewelry, and there are people peddling homemade remedies and potions and crystals for your chakras and what have you. This place has pretty much anything you could ever think of, as long as you are willing to look for it. Further into town on the map, you find that the castle is located in the Palace District, which seems fitting. And it is a little farther inland, so you'll have to make your way closer to that before you can really access the Queen, or possibly the Queen. Whether or not you actually get into the castle is a different thing.
This is going to turn into a mayor situation.
It
Who
may
knows?
or may not.
I mean, someone's not here right now, so probably not.
Yeah, Jackson's
Yeah,
not
that's
here
true.
to screw us up.
Okay.
And I'm super intimidating and persuasive these days.
So intimidating, so persuasive.
Like, yeah.
But yeah.
All right, let's go in and visit with
say
the Queen. Let's
Okay.
ask her
I would like
what
to-
she needs to heal her husband.
Along the
sorry?
way, I'd like to stop and talk to some people about the illnesses going around.
Okay.
So, is there like an apothecary person I see around here?
Sure. Yeah.
is there
I mean,
a random dude
is there-
pulling
is-
a cart,
is there a
throwing the
farm-
bodies
a
into the dead
pharmacist?
bodies of the cart?
bring
witch
out your
doctor,
dead. Ding,
Yes,
ding,
that's the guy I go
ding.
talk to.
Bring out
Hey,
your dead.
hello there, Mr. Dead Reaper dude.
Oh, you're not
What do you know
dead.
about this? No, I'm not. But he's nearly dead, and I point at RJ. He'll be dead next week.
Well, I'll be back
So-
next
so-
week.
No, oh, come on now. Anyway, no, stop it. You're getting me sidetracked. So what's this disease going around?
Oh, nobody knows. Came out of nowhere. Started in the palace and began spreading throughout all of the other districts.
So it started in the palace. It wasn't like something that was going around and then the king caught it.
No, I believe it started with the king.
What does it look like?
Hmm.
This is a
begins-
Maleficent issue.
It begins with a slight cold and a fever, and then your body heats up to a point where it can't sustain it, and you essentially cook from the inside out.
Nice.
No shortness
Fire
in
fever.
breath.
I've heard of it before.
Oh yes, fire fever. You have heard of it.
He has it.
That's
Yes.
fire crotch. That's different.
Oh, that is not the same thing at all.
All right,
see the
guys.
side-
Anybody have any cold spells?
This guy is a redhead. He's very familiar with fire crotch.
I don't have cold spells. I don't have spells at all.
I have cold spells, but not the good kind.
I have evasion.
I have a
should be
I have a
able to
laser
dodge
rifle.
the
Don't worry.
disease.
Perfect.
You see the guy with the cart. He says, "Be careful. Those that are infected before they die go a little crazy and begin running through the streets. So if you see a crazed maniac running through, stay clear or you'll catch it too."
Do they attack
Pal.
people?
It depends on if they're provoked or not.
I would like to run through the streets like I'm a
Oh
crazed
my
person.
god.
As the guards shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they immediately cast disintegrate on you to just get rid of your body immediately.
And I use evasion and hide behind people.
Oh my god.
For
Okay, well,
misdirection.
how?
Jeez Louise.
The real question is, how are we gonna get in to see the king or the
I
queen?
mean, we
at
have a
least?
master
Like,
of stealth, so
Yes.
well, I
Would you
don't
like
feel
me to
like
walk right
breaking
through the
in
front
there
doors?
why not?
is like
I'll walk right by.
the best
That's
option.
kind
How?
of like the theme of this whole campaign. Just making bad choices.
Let's just try it first. Let's just try walking through the front gate.
Yeah. Let's do
Like
it.
I will just stealth through the front gate right by them and see what
Alright.
happens.
Yeah.
I
Grab us,
was
grab
gonna
us
propose.
uniforms.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that.
It's a 21 to stealth on through.
Oh my god.
Who needs plans?
Goodness gracious.
Exactly.
All right,
If
let me
I-
roll
Alright, so
if
we
some
go to
pass
the,
my
we
dice.
go,
stealth
we
test,
go to the
I'd
main
like to-
gate.
Say how I do it.
Okay. First, you guys need to get to that part of town. So,
Okay.
as you guys begin leaving the market district, you see the landscape changes a bit. It goes from this sort of market area to a very 1500s England. This is what is known as the Lamp Ward, and it's where a majority of the residents here in Flatwick live. Sorry, not the Lamp Ward. I have my notes all mixed up. The Ashwood District. The Ashwood District is where all the people live. Most of the houses are sort of these wooden structures where the base is actually smaller than the second floor, and they all have sort of wraparound balconies on the edges. And so you see a number of NPCs are on these balconies throwing buckets of some sort of liquid off into the street around you. There are people very jovially having an afternoon drink under these balconies by the staircases that lead up to the homes above. And you walk further and further, and you hear little whispers of, "Oh, did you hear so-and-so got it? Oh, I heard he got it, and I heard he got it from the person next door." And a lot of people are talking about how this disease is spreading.
How
through-
prevalent do we, from all this, do we get? Like, how severe has it like washed through the city?
The dude picking up dead people in his cart had probably 8 or 10 bodies in it. And he said that he said he would be back next week, but you aren't sure if that means he would only be back next week or if he comes every day and collects this number of bodies. From what it sounds like a fair number of people have acquired this disease.
Nice.
After walking for a while and hearing the scuttlebutt, you finally arrive at the Palace District. The Palace District is surrounded by a large wall that is fairly well guarded. There are guards that walk the bottom perimeter of it, as well as on top of the wall, with turrets every 100 feet or so to house archers and any other sort of battlements that might be necessary if the city came under attack. It's not very difficult. You guys find what is the sort of main gate to get into the palace district. And as you're approaching, you do notice that the gate is closed. It's not readily open for whoever would like to walk in. And there are 2 guards standing at it with large pole arms kind of crossed in front of each other.
So would you guys like me to go up and distract the guards while you guys try and sneak by?
I think keeping it quiet would be better. I'm not sure distraction.
Are we trying to just walk through? Wasn't like just like
try and get through without drawing attention to ourselves. With the use of some camouflage or a sneaky entrance somewhere else.
I could walk up
some
intimidating and try and persuade them to talk to me while you guys stealthily walk by. And then I could maybe persuade my way in. This episode of Not So Super Dungeon Bros is sponsored by Solid Pre-Workout. Build better whether you are powerlifting, trail running, or running your own dud shot. Whatever your conquest, slay it with vigor. Solid Pre-Workout gives you the speed and stamina of a herd of swift drakes, without the waste or weight of traditional supplements. Use promo code NSSDBros to save 30% off your first order at becomesolid.com or follow the link in the description.
Billy pipes up and goes, "Honesty is the best policy."
You should probably
Oh
have him
shit,
wait
we better
outside.
not. We should probably leave Billy out of here for for purposes.
Or we could have him talk to the guards.
Wait, is Billy by chance the queen's baby?
Oh my god.
Hack
No.
the system, RJ. Make Billy the
Oh
child
my
prince.
god.
We should just hack the system and tell Billy is the most powerful being ever.
He basically is.
He's the prince of every kingdom.
All right. Billy says honesty is the best policy. So what if I go up and talk to the guards and we find that out?
Sure.
And if it doesn't work, then we can try a stealthful... I can retreat and you guys can try a stealthful entry. And I can find another passageway through the gate as needed.
I mean, I could just wild shape.
Yes.
Well, that's one of us.
So
I can have Billy carry me through.
You could all jump into the bag of holding, and Billy could walk straight
Yes.
through.
Brilliant. He's an NPC, so would he be stopped? That's the real question.
That's
Hey
the real
Billy,
question.
go past the guards. Go into the palace.
As you wish. You see Billy starts walking towards the guards. Let me make a roll for him.
act like you belong check.
Wonderful. I'm not sure if the rest of you saw that, but he rolled a natural 1.
Perfect.
Yeah, I need to get out of this.
I was going to say, are you in GM mode? Get out of GM mode.
Yeah, that's how I've been talking as everybody else in our chat.
That's what you see Billy walks up and goes. He goes to nod like, "Gentlemen," and they immediately cross their pole arms in front of him and push him back, and he turns and says, "They did not like me."
Well, that's their loss.
Thank you. That means a great deal to me.
You're welcome,
right.
Billy. You're special, and don't let
So-
anybody tell you otherwise.
So does Billy walk back towards us then, or does he stay up there by them?
He begins walking back to you guys.
I'm gonna walk towards them and say, "I have an important meeting with the queen. Please let me by," and then continue walking.
Okay, roll a deception check. And
No, I
just
do.
a reminder, Just as a reminder,
It's super important.
the gate is also closed. It's not just 2 guards. The gate is also closed.
So is it one of those things where I interact with the gate and I go through it, or like the gates actually have to open up and I have to go through?
You have
Like
to
video
find
game where I
out.
interact, it reloads everything.
You have to find out.
A 14 on my Decepticon.
One of the guards turns to you and says, "The queen isn't taking any appointments right now. Get lost."
I walk up to the guard and I say, "Sir, we have come to try and help the king. We are understanding there's an illness fallen over the land, and we believe that we can be of great help in solving this illness, but we need to meet with the queen and the king to further our knowledge on this information so that we can progress forward. We ask that you let us in so that we can go and meet with the queen and discuss this issue."
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
It's a 23.
You see the guard, his demeanor changes a bit, and he says, "Very well." And they uncross their pole arms, and you see one of them nods to someone up on the wall, and the gate in front of you opens.
And then I say, "Those guys are with me too." And I walk through.
And I follow.
Wonderful.
And then I turn around and I sneak attack the guards and murder them, though. No, just kidding. I Assassin's Creed them from behind.
You Assassin's Creed them from behind, and immediately it says, "Bounty 7 billion gold."
And Jake
Nice.
cuffs me and turns me in for the 7 billion gold.
And then he
And
sneaks out.
And I willingly let him.
It's all a long con. You guys managed to get the gates to the Palace District open. Upon immediate view, you see that it's not only the castle that sits within the Palace District, but it's a very high-end number of a large number of high-end homes as well, all sort of manors and estates that have large gardens and sort of artistry about them. You get the idea that this is probably not only where the king and queen live, but maybe like other sort of high dignitary members of the court also live within the walls. But the castle is very clear to see above all the rest of the buildings. It not only stands a lot taller with its towers and turrets piercing the sky, but it is also a slightly different color. You see most of the buildings here are either sort of a polished stone or like very fine wood and brick sort of buildings. The castle is a like white marble and granite building, and the turrets, the sort of cones that top the towers on the building are all sort of a goldish color that sparkled just a little. It's very reminiscent of a Disney park, but without the forced perspective of it actually being a lot smaller than it really is. This building is quite massive. And it lies directly in front of you. You'll still, a little bit of a walk away, but you'll still, shouldn't be any issue to get there.
I totally mentally visualize that, and I think I'm way off as the Sultan's palace.
Yeah, less Agrabah and more Cinderella's castle at Disney World.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for some reason, you described that like Cinderella's castle at Disney World, but I could not get the Sultan's palace out of my head.
Just large, bulbous, onion-shaped tops and...
Yep,
That's the best
heaven
way.
to me. Yep,
love
bulbous
it.
shaped
A
onions
large-
on top.
Yep. They all look like
Yes.
penises.
The bulbous
Anyway,
shape is for her pleasure.
No, that's
There it
Ariel's.
is. Oh my god.
I mean, it's both if you really think about it. Anywho, what is your move? Are you going to head straight for the castle, or are you gonna kind of scurry around the palace district?
I would like to head towards the castle while checking crates and anything I can find on the road for any free loot or items I may find along the way.
Okay. There aren't gonna be any crates or anything like that, but you do see there are a handful of like decorative vases.
I'd like to
and-
break them open, or
like
at least
pots.
reach inside of them. They're probably nice. I'd like to reach inside of them and see if
Well, that's
I can
really
find
nice
anything
of
in
you.
there.
You reach inside and you find a large ruby. And it's like way bigger than any of the rubies you've found on your adventures. Why it's sitting in a flower pot, you have no idea. But you can go ahead and throw that in your inventory if you feel like.
Okay, I rupee it up. I feel like Link all of a sudden.
And I scowl at him.
Jackson makes a face that he's been making the entire time because he is still frozen in place.
Oh yeah, I
would
forgot
like
he's
to-
on baby's back.
I would like to see if I could find a marker and draw a permanent marker mustache on Jackson. Nah, take that back. I want to draw a dick on his cheek.
Oh my gosh. Well, you can't.
Yeah,
You're not going to find
can
any markers out here. But if you want to head inside, you might be able to.
Let's go find the
Quill and some
bazaar
ink.
and get a tattoo of a dick on his face.
Wow.
It's just aesthetic. It's just a skin. It's not. There are no statistical benefits to it. It's just
Just legitimately a dick on his face for all eternity.
he's going to have to pay the premium. He's going to have to upgrade to premium to be able to get access to more skins that he can replace it with.
I will hack the code so he cannot access it.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
god.
So evil. Okay. You guys make your way closer and closer to the castle. These incredibly lavish, extravagant buildings all around you. And you see more and more people are walking around, and they are keeping their distance from you because you're new here and none of you look like the rest of the people here. They're all dressed very, very nicely, very proper and
What are you trying to
prim.
say?
I'm trying to say you're dressed like dirty adventurers.
I would like to walk up to a lady standing in her doorway and ask her and explain to her that we are headed to meet with the queen and see if she had any lavish wares that we could have to wear to make a better impression on the queen, because we have come to do everything we can and we believe that we can help solve this illness in their area, and we would like to give off a better persona to the queen as we go meet with her.
You find a woman in a Victorian-style dress, covering her face with a fan, as you approach, and as you give your sort of plea for aid, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
It's a 30.
I don't know why I let you do these things. Is it because subconsciously I know it's fun, and so it's just like, yeah, why not? Or is it because I am a masochist and I like to hurt myself?
Probably the
Yes.
second one more than the
Probably,
first one.
probably the latter. Yes. Okay. She says, "Oh goodness, yes. Come in. Let me help you." And you guys go through an entire makeover montage where RJ goes into a dressing room and comes out wearing an outfit, and you're all sitting there, and he comes out in this really ugly thing, and you all shake your heads no, and he comes back in another one, and one of you says yes, but the rest of you say no, and
I
then
say yes.
he comes out in the third one, and it's great, and you're all like, that's the one.
So basically, it was Dumb and Dumber, the dressing scene.
Yes.
And
But I
basically
come out
every
looking
other
like
rom-com,
Aladdin.
yes. As you well, Aladdin or Prince Ali?
Prince Ali,
Okay.
fabulous he. His name's actually RJay.
So here, I'll let you decide this. For in-game purposes, this is an opportunity for you to acquire dress clothes to whatever your heart desires. So RJ looks like Prince Ali Abubu. Jake, what sort of highfalutin outfit are you trying to acquire?
I'm wearing Jim Carrey's blue tuxedo from Dumb and Dumber.
Top hat included?
Yes, naturally.
Naturally.
Derek,
Wonderful.
please tell me you're in the orange one.
No.
Can we dress Jackson up in a monkey costume?
He's wearing Jim
Yes,
Carrey's
please.
clothes
Yeah,
from Ace Ventura.
Yeah,
Oh my
you
God.
see Billy goes into the dressing room and comes out, and he is dressed in just a very nice, like, military, like, old school, like, Cinderella-esque military-style uniform that, like, the king wears in the animated Cinderella.
Like a Prussian.
Like a Prussian.
No.
And Jackson, on his back, is wearing an orange suit with a
There you
orange
go.
top hat.
Nice.
So now, Derek.
I'm just gonna wear a bodysuit with a tuxedo printed on it.
I would like to say that that's what I
Nice.
came out with first, and everyone told me no.
Yeah. Everyone's like, no,
No,
way.
I
But
said
then
yes.
Derek,
I said
Derek
yes.
did it, and he was like, I was the
I
only
said
one who
yes.
liked that one, so
That's
I'm gonna
right.
take it.
Sounds
You
about right.
guys finish your dress up montage and go out of the building, and you see as you guys walk out of the building in your new digs, the lady that had helped you waves her fan at you, says, "Good luck, my fellow fashionistas."
Yes, that is what we
Um,
are.
And you guys are all dressed in your formal wear that you
As-
can add to your
as-
inventory.
As a parting gift, I give her
Sweet.
my Van flip-flops of water walking.
Oh my god.
She takes them and says, "Wow, these are so last Thursday."
That's why you can have them, my darling.
And with your new incredibly high-fashioned outfits on, you make your way closer to the castle. As you
Nice.
approach, you notice there are a number of guards at the front door of the castle itself, all of which are wearing some sort of protective headgear. They all have a helmet on. It's like your typical armor helmet, but you notice that they are all gleaming with this slightly magical sheen to them, almost like they're adding a magical protection on top of a physical protection.
Are they like the ones from Pocahontas that the English wear that look like condoms?
No, they're not condom helmets. That is the kind of helmet that Billy usually wears. But no. So you
It was
can
a
think
little
of
too late for that condom, Billy.
47 years late. But as you approach, you do see a number of the guards begin to stop you, and then they see how well you're dressed and go, "Can we be of assistance for you, lovely gentlemen?"
Yes. Please take us to the Queen. We need to discuss with her a remedy for this illness.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage because of your incredibly beautiful suit.
With or without advantage, that's a 27.
227s. How wonderful.
Which is
okay, they all go, "Yes, right away." And they open the very large doors to this castle and begin leading you through. You are initially led through a very long sort of entry hallway. The walls adorned with large paintings of previous rulers and other dignitaries. The ground, a long red sort of runner running the entire length of this, and it's like 100 yards, this hallway. Like it's massive, and it's incredibly tall as well. And you do see there are like decorative suits of armor every 10 feet or so up against the walls. And as you get to the end of this large hallway, the building kind of branches off into different directions, and they lead you through a number of corridors into the main throne room. And as they open the main doors to this throne room, you see sitting upon the throne at the other end of the room is Lark Muckerberg.
Well, hello there.
He says, General Kenobi. He's kind of sitting very nonchalant, like with his legs over one of the arms, like he's laying in the chair, and he's like playing with the scepter a little bit. And if everyone could go ahead and give me either a perception or an insight
you're
check.
a queen?
Right. That was going to be my statement. Like, why does it not surprise me that you're a queen?
Perception or insight? Is insight what you said?
Yes, perception or insight.
Insight.
Oh, well,
Okay, well,
my insight's the same.
I got a 32 on my perception check.
The game is broke.
Oh, good. You... Okay, you all realize, after you step into the room, you turn to look behind you to see the doors closing behind you, and you notice that the guards closing the doors have frozen in place, and that it appears that Lark Muckerberg is probably not actually the queen here, but has decided to sit here in this place as he knew this is where you would be coming next. And as you kind of make that realization, you see he stands up and he begins walking towards you and says, all right, well, now that we're all in the same place, I do actually need you to start this quest. I just figured it might be nice if I could assist you with a few things after you got here so that we could expedite this process. And, I mean, who doesn't want to sit on a throne? Am I right?
Plus, I have an inquiry, a favor of sorts I would like of you once again.
I don't know if I trust any of your favors, but you can ask anyway.
I would like you to permanently put a dick on.
On your frozen friend?
Yes, on my frozen friend. I couldn't think of his name. Shit.
He looks at Jackson, who's he's like mid reaching up to grab something, in his new Samurai Jack uniform, and he goes, I'm not gonna put a dick on Samurai Jack's face.
Will you put a dick in his hand?
Can you unfreeze him so that he's not always frozen?
Listen,
yeah, what's wrong with him?
If he's frozen, it's got something to do with what they're doing to him in the chair. I honestly, it's nothing. It's nothing in game.
Can you put balls on his chin?
Oh my god.
I'm not making up a ball chinian from Men in Black 3.
But then he
3,
would always
2.
have a dick in his mouth.
Oh my goodness. Are there any real favors you want to ask? Like,
that is my real favor.
Unmurdering an NPC so you can complete a quest?
I think we're okay there. We succeeded with that with Billy the first time. Turned out really well for us.
So how do we solve this quest?
Murder someone.
Well, that's where my gift comes in handy.
I hold down X to see if we can skip this part.
You cannot.
Damn.
You see, he walks over to. There are large windows on either side of this throne room, and he walks over to one of the windows on the left side of the room, and he says, "Why don't you come over here and I'll show you what I have for you."
I come over to him. What you
I
got?
come over to him also.
You go
Put
over.
my hand on his lower back.
You put your hand on his lower back, and he immediately grows a tail from where your hand is sitting, and it whips your hand.
I don't move my hand.
That's fine.
I giggle a little bit every time it whips me.
Jeez, please. You look out the window to see what appears to be almost like a speedboat in shape and design. It's kind of this like very long, sleek, slender looking ship, or boat rather. But as opposed to having sails or oars or something, you see there are these large, almost wing-like structures sticking out of the back, made out of canvas. And he says, "That there is an airship. Thankfully, I didn't actually have to hack anything. Those existed in the game already, but I managed to snag one for you so that the next part of this adventure could be a little faster and you don't risk potentially getting lost somewhere else on the map. For you to complete this, you're going to have to head into the Feywild and acquire a specific plant. The plant is the thing that cures the disease, blah, 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 blah. The problem is that the Feywild, I didn't write. They added it themselves, so I have no idea what to expect.
So it'll be less buggy.
There. Or more.
Yeah, I predict less.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, this has been pretty buggy in what we've been in, and you wrote this, so
you mean the game that they took from me and decided to change a bunch of things, and it ended up being buggy. That's so weird how that would happen.
What was the game originally? Out of curiosity, a cyberpunk.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So you're the original creator of Cyberpunk. No wonder why I was so shitty.
Oh my god.
And now we're just gonna dunk on real life video games. Wonderful. What is it? Cyberpunk 2077 or something like that? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something ridiculous. But anyway, okay. So you got us an airship. Do we have to fly to the Feywild? How are we getting to the Feywild?
The portal to the Feywild is located on one of the other islands, and this would just get you there a lot faster than having to charter a ship or.
I just got rid of my
fast travel there.
van flip-flops of water walking.
Did you put those? Did you add those in yourself? Those aren't a regular.
I had those. That's what I named them. I don't think they did anything.
Oh, okay, fair.
Which island are we supposed to be going to?
So currently
Magros?
we're sitting on
Magros.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to Magros.
Hell yeah.
Currently you're sitting on Rashor, the largest island.
That makes sense.
Right.
It's got a disease and it's called Rashor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's the one that has a place called Feyma on it.
You would be correct. So you're going to
No, it
Ascor.
can't be that place.
All right, never mind, we're not going there.
Assor?
Ascor.
The
Core of all asses.
Hey, KB's already there, apparently.
All right. He says it's an
scouting.
island just north of here. It shouldn't take you very long on the airship at all. But once you get there, you're going to have to head to the two mountains. There are two mountains there and a cave in between the two. In that cave is the portal into the Feywild. Once you get to the Feywild...
Is that cave what they call nature's pussy?
Oh my god.
Why would
What's the name
anybody
of the
call
plant
anything
we're
nature's
supposed to
pussy? The plant is called Silky Flux Root.
Silky Flux
Root.
Yeah, I mean, once I leave, because I'm gonna get out of here. Once I leave, the queen will actually walk in. The quest will officially start, and then it'll have quest markers and all that. So you shouldn't have any issue once I get out of here.
What are you still doing here?
Well, okay, fine. I'll leave, and I won't help you anymore. Sorry.
Don't mind him.
You're still
He's
here.
just crazy.
Yeah, I kind of gathered that.
You
Yeah,
put
so-
a dick on Jackson's face. Of course, I'm not happy with you right now.
So I do have a couple questions. How is us completing this helping you?
Well, the fact that you guys are going to access a part of the game that I didn't create means it'll be a little easier for me to get in there. And once I get in there, I can mess with them a little bit. And ultimately, my goal is to fuck up this game so that they can't release it.
And so where do we get released?
Why didn't you just say something? You didn't have
Right,
to
I
trap
was
me in
like-
here for that. Like, I
So
would totally
yeah,
help
so
you fuck up this game
why?
without
Well-
consequence. Like,
Well, here's the thing. Not everybody is like, oh, yeah, you want us to help you fuck stuff up? No, it's like sometimes you have to threaten people. And at this point, we're already too deep. So,
dude, if you freaking put a dick on Jackson's face, I will help you without an
God.
issue.
listen, I can give you a magic erase marker. And if you want to draw a dick on his face, you can. But he will be able to clean it off after he is not frozen anymore.
That doesn't seem very
I mean,
fair.
yeah. I mean, that won't be very long either. I mean, how long can Rodney go at his butt in the real world while?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
I assume that's
All
why he's frozen.
I mean, honestly, probably. Rodney is a fucking perv.
Yeah,
knew
that's
that.
what we've gathered.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's got a thing for Jackson.
Oh god.
I mean, he must.
So-
This isn't the first time this has happened, is it?
Right, and he tried
So
to
was
get
Ro-
he tried to get an NPC to blow me earlier.
That was
In
more
the
Rod-
bad.
scene.
Was Rodney the one who stole your game?
It was
Or what?
sort of a. So originally, I had the skeleton built for this, and I teamed up with Rodney to help me iron out a couple things, and we decided we were going to take it to a major game company to have them release it. And when they reviewed it, they didn't like a lot of the stuff that I had put in, and they managed to finagle me out of the deal.
So in
So
other
wait,
words,
so-
Rodney
so it's
was
not your game.
blowing the CEO of the company and stole your game from you, is what you're telling us. He used that deal to get you out of it because he's blowing the president.
I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny that he's blowing the CEO of the company, but honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
RJ's into that.
Okay.
I'm into that knowledge. Dude. Sometimes you just gotta get a guy out.
Sometimes you
Get
have
what
to ask
want.
the important questions.
You
Oh,
gotta do what
God.
you gotta do.
Oh my
get it.
gosh. Okay. Well. All right.
All right.
Do we need?
Thanks for the airship.
Is there anything that would be super helpful in the pay? You didn't pay till it. Never mind. You have no
I
clue
have
what we're walking.
no clue what you're walking into.
Well, good.
Is this Mark Fuckaturd that has no clue, or you, Max, who has no clue what we're walking into?
The world may never know. No, I have the Feywild art already written out.
I'm
so.
sure. Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's light these suckers up.
All right.
And
Any
I'd like
last
to
minute questions?
insightfully
Wait,
manipulate
what are
someone.
we lighting up? What are you talking about? There's no killing in here.
No, lighting up as in like let's get a move on. It was a metaphor.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
a really dark metaphor, considering you guys just lit a building on fire.
You just
I
said
did
let's
not
light
any
them up.
buildings on fire. and you do have a gun, so yes, I should be careful
Yeah.
with my wording.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. That's no.
He freaking fails the main quest because he blows the queen's head off.
Yeah. Instant dead.
RJ told me to do it.
You see Lark Muckerberg goes, all right, well, I'll be in touch. And you see he walks back around
And I
behind.
cover my junk to make sure he doesn't touch me.
He doesn't. He walks around behind the throne and out through a door that led out into a separate area. And as the door closes behind him,
As he's going there, I scurry behind the queen, so when everyone unfreezes, I'm not in front of her. I'm behind her.
Oh my god.
okay, you see that the queen is coming out of the same door that he was going into. Why did the soundbite have to be so long?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Perfect. As the queen exits the room that Lark Muckerberg entered into, she goes and sits on the throne, and with RJay hiding behind the throne. And I'm assuming you guys are just gonna go and talk to her like normal people as opposed to RJay.
Yeah, I need
As
all,
soon
and I
as-
say
as soon
hello.
as He sits down. I poke my head over her shoulder and say, "Well, hello there."
Oh my god.
She jumps and goes, General Kenobi! Just kidding. But you begin interacting with her, and she starts spelling out, "This is what's happening to the king. I'm worried that if I catch this disease as well, all will be lost for the kingdom." I'm assuming you guys very quickly jump through all of this, seeing as how you already know all this information.
Yes, we're hitting skip the entire time.
You skip, and you see quest started. Feywild shenanigans.
And I say to the queen, "Do you have means to provide for us to help us on our journey as we go and get the last of the things we need to cure this disease for your city?"
You see, as you say that, her mouth doesn't move, but you hear a voice come from her head that says, "You know damn well you have a way to get there. Stop being an ass."
Okay. And I
and then-
say, "Tell the queen we shall return."
And she goes back to doing, dumb NPC royal shit where she just kind of sits there and then stands up and walks to a piece of art and looks at it and then goes back to the seat and sits down. And
So now we're playing Sims?
I mean, yeah, isn't that what Skyrim is? It's just medieval Sims.
Is it? I don't know.
Let's be honest. You can build a house, adopt kids, get a job. I mean, what else is different, really? But you do have an airship sitting outside waiting for you.
Guys, should we
Nice.
head to the airship?
I think so.
And as we are walking out to the airship, I draw a penis on the side of Jackson's face with my newly arrival of my expo marker.
You quickly draw a phallic symbol on the side of Jackson's face as you leave the castle to jump on your newly acquired airship to head into the
piloting.
Feywild. I'm sorry?
I'm piloting.
Derek has taken the wheel, probably a good call. And with that, we will end tonight's episode.
Wait, I have one more thing I want to draw
um,
before we end on Jackson.
Oh my god.
Okay, what do you want to draw on Jackson?
I would like to draw a butterfly tramp stamp where he won't see it, so it will be there every time we laugh.
Okay, you draw a butterfly tramp stamp on
Don't I have to roll
his lower back.
performance?
Give me a dexterity check to see how well you draw this.
That's like his
Sorry,
best.
I had a
grade.
little bit of trouble. 23.
I was gonna say, it looks like a professional put a realistic butterfly on his
A
lower back. Like,
professional penis drawer drew it.
yeah, it's like if you looked at that, you'd be like, "Oh my gosh, there's a butterfly sitting on his back." Wait, no, that's not a real butterfly. Whoa.
It's so
And-
lifelike.
Can there
He's
also
just a
be
floozy.
a caterpillar crawling into his butt crack?
Absolutely
same
Oh
not.
time.
my god.
And that is where we will end this episode of Not So Super Dungeon
Hey,
Bros.
I have more
Bro
things I
munching.
want to draw on
No more,
Jackson.
no more things to draw on Jackson.
No.
I would like Tom and Jerry, and I would like Jerry coming out of just the tail of Jerry coming out of Jackson's
No,
butthole.
absolutely not. That would mean you'd have to stare directly into his brown eye.
He's fine with that.
Yeah, RJ's fine with that.
It's
He's
his
done that
pink
on occasion.
starfish. Thank you very much.
If you
Oh
want to
my
hear what
God.
other weird things RJay wants to draw on Jackson's body while he is incapable of moving, you can go ahead and join our Patreon at patreon.com/NSSDBros to listen to our campfire episodes where we go over the episode that we just did and, do stuff with that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And
Yeah.
RJ's
Yeah.
not, and RJ
Yeah.
doesn't fuck us up there.
Yeah, usually.
Well,
He fucks us down.
You can also find us at our website, nssdbros.com or notsosuperdungeonbros.com, where you can find our Patreon and a link to our Discord that you can join free of charge if you'd like to be a part of our community and see what other fun stuff we do on there. Anything else?
If you don't want to be part of our community, you can still join. It's okay.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, sure.
We accept all
you can
people.
write. You can put hate letters in there for RJ if you
Yeah.
would like to.
You can troll me all you would like in there.
Actually, please do that. If you just join
Yes.
just to troll RJ, that would actually be great.
Right.
But don't be upset if he trolls you back.
That's true.
All right. Bye.
All right, we love you. Okay, bye.
Well, yeah.
Hi guys, thanks for listening to the show, and it's that time where we shout out our most loyal fans, the Godborn tier, on patreon.com/NSSDBros. Thanks again for your loyal support, and here we go. Matthias S., the leader of the mages of Evrion. Joe V., the leader of the pipe layers in the great deserts of the south. Sierra D., caretaker of the Unicorn Ranch. Tatum W., High Elven Lord of the Artistic Bards. Tommy G., leader of the Swamp Pack. Mama T., the mother of goblins. Sarah K., the queen of the damned. And last but not least, Natalie W., the caretaker of Everwood. We really hope she has a good time. Love you guys. Thanks for being part of this. If you would like to have your name shout out at the end of every episode, join us at patreon.com/NSSDBros and join the Godborn tier. We love you. We thank you. We'll see you next time.